Welcome back to Worthington Model Railway. Another episode in the Thomas and Friends collection. And this time we now have Gordon and a couple of Gordon's Express coaches. So let's take a look at these. Some more Thomas and Friends arrivals. I thought it was about time we had Gordon. We need an express locomotive, and obviously I couldn't buy Gordon without making sure I had some coaches for him to pull. So let's open them up now, because again we have these nasty bubble packs, and I'm going to take a sharp knife and cut them open. You probably really don't need to watch this. I will speed up the video. I am not going to. So Bachmann provide us with a 462 Express engine in blue, number 4 for Gordon, and they also provide us with 2 Express coaches, one being a corridor coach and one being a brake coach. There is usual excellent play value in these, but not highly detailed, although the coaches are in pretty good shape. I mean, they're not that different from a lot of the coaches that we would expect to get. The thing that immediately jumps out when we look at the loco, where the driving wheels just seem small, as do the tender wheels and the other wheels. I'm not sure if that's because these are kind of that mix between HO and OO, but definitely a difference here. Okay, so let's look at the individual pieces. We'll start with the locomotive. So starting with Gordon, the immediate thing that comes to mind is the tender is very light, and it kind of seems short. It really doesn't have a lot that makes it look like a mainline tender. Other than the sort of shape and the fact that it's got 6 wheels. But, this is play value again, right? So not necessarily looking for authenticity, more for what does it look like. Interestingly, the cab, it's open. There's no glazing in the cab, and unfortunately there is no detail in the back of the cab. Paint is nicely applied, if not being a little bright, but there's a fair amount of weight in the loco, so I'm hoping that it'll run reasonably well. As I say, the driving wheels they look small. That's kind of sort of strange. I was expecting to see more of a full-size driving wheel on here. So looking at Gordon's face here, he's getting the big bulgy cheeks, the nice smile, and the eyes do apparently move, so we'll see what happens with that. There's not a ton of detail here. Obviously there's a brake pipe, there's some lamp irons. These buffers are obviously not sprung. Fairly simple valve gear on the sides there, but it's not a bad loco. Paint a little bright. The lining is nicely applied. That all looks good. So there we have the Bachmann Gordon. Two very similar coaches in the green and cream livery here. Not a lot of picked out detail. You'd have thought maybe they would have picked out the grab irons. Nicely glazed. The corridor looks good there. Can't really see if there's any detail at all on the inside. It's difficult to see. There is some detail on the underframe. These boxes are not bad. Little bit of detail on the bogies, but not a lot. I mean, these are fairly simple, coaches. Again, I think here we are paying for the licensing rather than the quality of the models. Not bad in terms of the ends of the coaches here, with the corridors there. And similarly, you know, the brake, similar amount of detail, a lack of detail. We do have the changes here, and we got ducats on the end of the brake there, so the guard can see what's going on, and the guard can yell out to Gordon as he's pulling him along the track. So that's about it, I think, in terms of what I can show you with these coaches. And the roof detail, again, you know, it's not bad, nothing spectacular about it, but it's pretty reasonable. So let's go see how Gordon and his express coaches run. We'll be back. As always, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed meeting Gordon and seeing his first excursion on the layout. Please like the video if you liked it, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe button up there to the top right, another video to the top left. One thing I will mention is I may not be posting for a few days. I have some business commitments. I'm going to be away for a little while, but we will be back soon.